Hello, I am Nolana Lynch, one of the 2025-2026 brand ambassadors for Arch and Olive. In today's video, I am creating a beautiful double-sided layout based on summer activities using the Spring Heirloom Notebook as well as the Signs of Spring's monthly kit, some signature florals, and just a mix of beautiful florals and foliage. I'm really excited about this one and I can't wait to share it with you. As always, you can use my code NOLANA10 when purchasing on the Arch and Olive website to get 10% off of your order. I'm sure that you'd see something that you love today that you may not already have. So I can't wait to share it all with you, and let's get into today's video. So I started things off by looking through the collage pad from the spring collection Enchanted Chapters, and I pulled out this purple paper, which I really love. It matches the purple flowers of my photo perfectly, and I thought it would be a great way to work with a color combination, purple and yellow, from the Signs of Spring kit as well as a signature floral kit. So those are the grounding elements of this layout. I use my die cutting machine to cut these envelope pockets out of the paper. I'm trying to line it up to get, these two kind of crown shapes perfectly centered in the envelope pocket, but you can, wherever works for you. I even thought about doing it, the other way because it's a nice shape to work with. So yeah, passing that through my die cutting machine and then just going to fold around the corners, and I will go in again and use my bone folder to smooth it out, and doing the same for this yellow paper, which is part of the signature floral kit, which is one of my favorite kits on the website right now. And so going in there and just passing it through again, and using these two envelopes to as some of the main features in the layout, or more so like an anchoring feature in the layout. So let's pull that aside, and then bringing the letter size book onto the table and kind of just lining up where I want these envelopes to go, making sure that the photo fits in perfectly, and it does. It's a 4x6 photo. And then going in now with my bone folder to just neaten out the edges. So once I've gone over the edges, the bone folder, it's nice and flat, but I also go in and I love having like rounded corners for pockets. So I'm just gonna go in and snip these little edges off because it makes it less cumbersome at the corners and it sits more neatly on the paper. So just cutting that off, getting my pieces off of my desk, and then going in again and just kind of lining it up. Now, for me, this is probably one of the bigger parts of the layout. It's just making sure everything is balanced and aligned. And I want to use these stamps. There are lots of really beautiful floral stamps in that set. You can easily use forest findings, or this one is signature floral. There's the antique floral as well that would work really well for a layout like this. And so I'm just going in. I chose a mix of yellows, greens, purples, a touch of pink, and just going in there with a mix of colors and having a lot of fun. And so I really love how this came out because I was able to use pretty much every piece of floral stamp on that stamp set and just kind of go in with different colors and layer it and just try to have a good mix of them all. So just going through, and I want it to look like flowers are like mushrooming out of that purple envelope and photo. And so I'm just kind of I'm just building and layering all around to create that effect with all the different stamps in the stamp set that could work for a layout like this. I also, noting that I want the envelope centered, I go in and I kind of fill in the spaces on the left hand side as well. So just taking you through that stamping journey, I'm using quite a variety of like all the different shades of purples and yellows that I could find that I thought that would work well for a layout like this, and just taking my time and popping it through, making sure there's a good mix of each of the designs throughout the mix, and just continuing to build my bouquet or my my floral bouquet step by step. Going in now with some tattered rose and this bigger piece of foliage. I am using what I would consider the lighter colors first, so the more muted tones for the lower bits and pieces of this layout. And then as I build on the various layers, I'm using darker colors. So at this point, I'm using light yellows, the light purples and violets, and I'm using the light rosy colors. And then I'm going to build in. Now, I guess one of the things I thought about as well is whether or not it will be too much. But I quite love how it looked. It just looked like a nice wildflower bunch, like like a wild garden of flowers. And it's similar to where I'm standing. So we visited New Zealand and we were driving through the mountains from like Queenstown to Lake Tekapo and South Island. So lots of wildflowers just on the side of the road. We stopped to feed my daughter and son. And we are like, this is a beautiful patch of flowers. Let's take some photos. And this can be seen for miles and miles and miles as we drove. And so this is the idea that I have, having the flowers mushroom around from the photo. And continuing to build until I feel happy. Now, this could be as little or as great as you'd like it to be. Just have fun. I know we all have different preferences, but as a creative process, this was really, really fun for me to kind of just fill in the spaces and just have a little play with different hues. And yeah, it felt like building a bouquet of like native flowers kind of thing happening. It just felt like in person, like if I would actually pick flowers from a wild field and I was just playing with it and making an arrangement, is what this felt like. So absolutely enjoyed this process, and I think you get the idea of it. So I'm just gonna show you where I landed and continue on with the other side of the page. So this is what it looks like in the end. I really love how it all folds out and I love how it's coming together. So I'm just going to start stamping on the other side, where this one is almost like if you threw an envelope of like seeds, for example, and it was coming down out of an envelope. That was my idea for the right side of the page. So it kind of, contrasts with the other side in terms of position. And so I'm again starting off with the yellow stamps, layering those first, and then building with the lighter shades until it all comes together. I want it to look like like an inverted bouquet. You've probably seen these kind of floating bouquets, maybe in Pinterest or on Instagram. In real life, like backdrops for a photo shoot or a store opening or something like that. And I really, really love how that looks. And so it's like if flowers poured out onto you, is the kind of effect I'm going for with this. And I absolutely love how it all turned out, just like a cascading bouquet of flowers. And so now I'm going to bring this layout all together. So I'm putting some double-sided adhesive tape onto the flaps of this envelope pocket. And then I'm just going to take off the backing and line it up on the center of the pages and pop them in. So they are about six dots up from the base. And then I think about five on either side. Um, and then yeah, so this is really beautiful. It's just right in the center of this field of flowers, and love that the photo is in there. And then I'm working through my title, so I want to put something like summer outdoors because we spent a lot of time outdoors this summer. This is not my official travel journal or travel album, but this is more so a reflection of some of the outdoor things that we've done during the summer holidays, including of this New Zealand trip, which was a few weeks in January. I usually dedicate December to all things Christmassy. In the Southern Hemisphere, summer is December to February, in case you were wondering. And then so December is Christmas, and then for me, January, we start doing all the summer activities. And so I just want to put in summer outdoors and kind of list a few things that we did outdoors during the holidays on the right hand side of the page with a few more photos. So using these different size alphas to create a title, and then I'm going to go in on and finish off the spread on the right hand side of the page. So I love being able to just kind of bring in some of the yellows, the purples, white, and building that title. And then also using some of the stickers from the Signs of Spring kit and the Signature Floral kit to just add a bit more like texture and layered elements. Of course, the stamping was just fine, but I thought it was cool to add in just some graphics in on top of the stamping for some interest, and just trying to layer into the stamps that are already there. And just kind of tucking it under and kind of flowing with it a bit, and also kind of making sure that there are similar flowers available for the other side of the page in case I need to tuck that in. And so now going in on the other side, I've printed my journaling and a few more photos with outdoor activities that we did. And I am going to cut this down in half. It's a 6x4 piece of photo paper, cutting it into two and then kind of tucking it under the envelope. So almost like it's, falling out of the envelope. I quite like that idea, just like the flowers. I'm thinking now that maybe I could have used like vellum for the journaling to get a bit more text in there. And maybe I could still go in and change that in my layout just so you can see a bit more of the stamped flowers on the right hand side of the page. But yeah, just gonna pop the envelope down again, and making sure it's centered, and then just pressing it in. So once that's down, I have my photos there and I have my journaling on the other side. And then I can go in now and add in some more flowers as well as a title. I told it whether I wanted to just tuck it in like and make it removable, just like on the left hand side. Of course, it may have fallen out of the journal, but I just use one thin line of glue for this one because this will allow me to tuck some more of the flower stickers underneath it, which will be pretty cute too. So just popping that in there, and then because I feel like a lot of the flowers are hidden, I go in now with a bit more flowers on this right hand side to layer that over. So great to have a lovely background to work with. Also lovely to have these flowers from the sticker sets to tuck in too. So just moving around with that a bit, having a bit of a play, remembering that I have these signature florals, which do have matching colors that I played with, and just getting a bit of that in there. And And yeah, just having some fun and creating this memory keeping type layout to document some outdoor summer activities. So I am looking again and seeing what else I'd like to add in. I like these clear stickers as well because you can still see some of the stamping below even when you add them in, and pulling out some of the purples and whatnot and adding those into the left hand side of the page also. So just gonna play, just playing around, have some fun, create the layout that you like, create something that appeals to you. I hope that this is inspiring, as a documenting type layout in your journal. I've been quite loving this heirloom letter size journal so far to write like letters to myself. I usually focus on the family and the kids in my scrapbooking album, but this was a great way to kind of focus the lens in a bit more on how I'm feeling about things and just enjoying outdoors. Personally, I love late summer, early winter to be out and about. And the temperatures in New Zealand were quite cool for us because we're in Brisbane, which is in the Sunshine State, which is Queensland, in Australia. And so down in New Zealand was quite cool for us. But it was really lovely to have that coolness in the middle of summer because it's much hotter in our town. So that was, just a really nice, pleasant surprise for us and just a nice, pleasant experience. So just pulling these letters across, I had summer outdoors and memories bright. Like I wasn't sure. I was thinking sunny days. I was thinking sunny memories. I was just playing around with things that could also be a great title. So yeah, it's just bright memories from our summer outdoors. Is what it really kind of plays on. And then wanting to go in as well and kind of figure out where I want to add a date in. Probably down below under the outdoors. Or maybe even the top right hand side would be nice. So just gonna add a stamp in at the end or after because I couldn't quite figure out where I wanted it to be. But so far, really loving how this turned out. I think it's bright, it's colorful, full of flowers. It's a great way to use your stamps if you like me, purchase a lot of stamps, but you don't always use them in your layout. I think layouts like this make me feel really fulfilled that I am in fact using my stamps that I purchased. And Arch and Olive has some really, really fun stamps. I've also used this for my previous layout where I use a lot of the forest findings foliage stamps. So you can check that out on my YouTube channel, Nolana Lynch, where I share how I created that layout. That's a really fun one as well. And I've really loved sharing this layout with you. This is a quite fun and exciting one for me. And I hope that you're appreciating the content that I'm sharing with you as an ambassador this year. So pulling out these word stamps, these are some of my favorite word stamps. I definitely need to stock up on these. I love gold foil and I love like beigey creamy colors. So it's like my perfect mix, this soft nature and even like the others, green hues and soft nature. I wanted to pull out some of the others and I probably would do that for future layouts in this album. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Please feel free to comment below with any questions you have, and I've listed all the elements in the blog post over on archandolive.com.